If you just joined this live, I know it's been on a little while. I just gave you the big secret. The first step is to stop having a wandering mind. Keep your mind on a leash. If your mind is wandering, bring it back. Well, how do I bring my mind back from wandering? Think of something you want. Focus on good stuff. Guest says, I've manifested the lottery before and didn't play the numbers. Remind you, it was my first time. I know. That happens, that happens, that happens. But again, I just want to tell you guys, look. Okay, Mark, okay, man, you're telling me a lot of stuff here. I understand this, but some of this may be new to you guys. So can you tell me a simplistic way that I can apply this in my life today so I can manifest what I want? Because most people, they don't know the process of manifestation. They don't know what it entails to create what you want in your life. So here's a very simple formula for you to do this stuff, okay? When you want something or you desire something, go ahead and desire it, okay? That's the first step. So you do that. After you desire what you want, you have to then forget about it as if it's already done. How do I forget about it? Put your mind on something else. When you forget about it, it's in the back of your mind. You can remind yourself with your vision board, but that's the first aspect of it. The next aspect of it, whatever you want, it cannot be bigger than you. If it's bigger than you, it has more power, which means it controls you. If it controls you, you're at its slave of mercy. You're going to get anxious and you're going to feel all these emotions that you don't want to feel. So my secret is I always make anything I create or I want, I bring it down to below my level. I'm always above anything I'm going to create because nothing is bigger or better than me or you, because you are the source that interacts with these things that you create. See that? Someone says, I prayed that I would get all money owed to me, and the IRS sent me a check 2 days today, another one on the way. Yeah. So the thing, guys, is here's the next thing people mess up with. Ask and ye shall receive. We all heard about that, right? If I ask, man, how do I receive what I ask for? Asking is not begging. Okay? Asking is sending a request. So Mark, who am I sending a request to? You're actually sending a request to yourself. So how do I ask the universe, man? Number one is, most people don't ask the universe the correct way. They ask the universe by begging the universe. When someone wants something, the first thing they say is, man, I hope I get it. Please, let me manifest this. Please come to me. Please, How many people do that, right? You set up resistance. You're blocking your flow. So what's the correct way to ask the universe? Is to make a request to the universe. Is to what we call, I say demand, but demand means you tell the universe what you want in a requesting way. Hey, I'd like to make more money. Can you show me the most easiest and effortless way to make more money? Hey, I'd like to have a relationship. I'm ready to settle down. Bring me the right partner. Hey, I love to be more healthy and strong. Show me the methods or ways for me to get my body healthy and strong. That's it. See what I just did? Was I begging? Was I pleading? I wasn't. I gave a request. Now what happens when I do that? Where does that thing go? Where does that request go? Guess where it goes? It goes to me. Remember, you and I are part of the universe. You and I are spiritual beings experiencing a perceived physical body. So whenever I ask something, I'm asking myself. They don't tell you that. Let me ask you a question. Would you tell yourself no if you want something? Of course not. You're not going to deprive yourself of what you want. All of you deserve what you want. It's your, people say, God-given right. It's the universal given right. You deserve to have everything you want. So, when you ask something, you're actually asking yourself. Well, Mark, okay, so Mark, you're telling me, all right, so if I ask myself this and that, so why don't I get it if you just told me I'm asking myself? The reason you do not get it is three things that stops you from getting it. Let me talk about the two. The conscious and the subconscious mind. Go a little detail on that. And the third is your neediness and your desperation. Those are the three things that prevent you from getting what you want from yourself. Well, why do they prevent me from getting what I want? Because they set up resistance. They set up a blockage. A block. You know what a block is? An energetic block? That's what you set up. Well, how do I set that up? Why does it happen? Well, because think about your body and the mind is they are together, but they also work independently of each other. For example, your subconscious mind has its own idea of what your reality should look like. Your conscious ego mind have its own reality of what you should do. So whenever you ask something, the reason you don't get it is because you don't have those two minds synced up yet. Once you get them in sync, you're going to get everything you want. All right, man, how do I get them in sync, man? How do I get those minds in sync? By being aware. Noticing the patterns. Look, your mind warns you every single day. It shows you where you're messing up, and it shows you where you need to improve. But you have to take notice of it. Oh man, how does my mind warn me? Where does it show me? Your patterns, man. You have patterns. Everyone has a pattern. They have a habit they do every day. Your mind will show you your habits every day. If your habits are empowering or they're leading to what you want, fine, go ahead. But if you don't like your habits, if you don't like the pattern, that's a sign from the mind. It's showing you that, hey, you know, we're going around this loop here that, I mean, I'm comfortable with, because I don't care, because your mind don't really care. It just wants to be protective. But it's just saying, I'm just showing you the pattern, man. That, you know, if we keep thinking what we're thinking, we're going to keep doing what we're doing, and we're going to keep getting what we're getting for the next 5-10 years, bro. So I'm just showing you. Some people don't even notice the pattern. They think it's normal. They think it's like, oh man, I'm supposed to, this is just normal. It's not normal. Someone says, what about thanking the universe as if you already have it? That's how you do it. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Remember, the subconscious works in where? The present moment. Someone asked, did you get affected by the hurricane? No, I didn't get affected by the hurricane. I was in the islands. I was in Jamaica, and I came back recently, and the hurricane passed there, but thank goodness it hit the part of South Florida where I was at. Let's talk about the infinity sign. Let's talk about it. What is the infinity sign? Talking to 8. But yeah, I want to show you guys. Your mind will warn you of all times. It'll show you patterns. You have to decide: is this the pattern I want, or is this the pattern I don't want? Is this where I want to go? Is this where I want to go? So an example of a sign is like someone says the infinity sign, the 8. The 8 is a very powerful sign. If you see number 8, it's the universe telling you that there's great things ahead of you. You're about to come into some money. You're about to do your great stuff. But look, people could see the 8 for years. You know that, right? Or you can see the 8 for months. The universe will always knock on the door until you get it. So how do I get it? By releasing the blockage or the resistance. So just because you see the 8s, don't mean it's going to happen next week. Remember now, also remember something important here. This is very important. The concept of time is drastically different in the subconscious mind. Remember, the subconscious mind is what creates what? Reality. The concept of time in the conscious mind was made up. So the true conscious concept of time is actually in the subconscious. The subconscious, what it does, this is what time looks like. It takes time for all the energies to line up so that you can experience what you want. That's what time is. But as far as you're concerned, someone just said that in this comment. They said, what if I thank or ask the universe or just act as if it's already manifested? That works with your subconscious. That's the way you're going to get things done. To act as if, or act in a way that you've already get what you want or gotten what you want.